What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? This is going to be one of your retro reviews for Falcon Crest. We are still in season 1. We on episode 12. And baby, for those of you that follow Falcon Crest, y'all know what's about to go down. This is the first episode where we finally see somebody that can stand toe-to-toe with Angela. She's been trying to play a little yang, and we already know Julia can't even hold a candle to her mother. But baby, Jacqueline is in town. That is Chase's mama. Now, the character Jacqueline is played by the incomparable Lana Turner. And those of y'all that know Old Hollywood, y'all know who Lana Turner is, and she is absolutely gorgeous in this episode. Now, I didn't mention this before, but little known fact, Jane Wyman, who plays Angela Channing, she's Old Hollywood as well. And once upon a time, she was actually married to Ronald Reagan when he was still an actor, before he became a politician. So anyway, they all ran in the same circle. So I'm wondering if that had anything to do with how Lana Turner got on the show. I haven't gone back to check, honey, but I just thought it was interesting. Anyway, so they find out that, they don't know what she wants. They don't know why she's coming down there. They said the whole time we lived in, because she lives in Paris. And they said the whole time we lived in New York, she ain't never come and visit. Maggie is cleaning the house like a crazy woman, lifting up the couch, probably dusting stuff that she ain't touched since they moved in the house, And she said, listen, you know how your mother is? Now, I didn't get the feeling that her and Jacqueline didn't get along. I got the feeling that they just had to spend a lot of time around each other. And she was a little intimidated by her. And Chase told him, he said, listen, she is not the Queen of England. Like, y'all chill out. It's just my mama. She be all right. If you don't get under the couch, she ain't going to know you ain't get under the couch. Like, calm down. And he said, listen, we don't know what she coming here for. I'm not sure what the whole reason why she coming through here. But let's just keep it to ourselves for right now. We know that she has a history with Angela. I don't really want no bullshit. So who is at the flower shop buying some flowers for the house and ends up telling Lance that she coming to town? That damn Vicky. Y'all know I don't like Vicky. Now, Vicky done went and told them that Jacqueline is coming, knowing that Lance is going to run back, and the first thing he's going to do is tell Angela. And I'm thinking to myself, girl, your daddy said don't tell nobody. And the first person you do is tell Lance. Anyway, neither here nor there. Chase gets on the phone. He's calling the airline, and he's using his employee number. And that made me feel... That was very interesting to me. Now, I don't know if this is a 1980s world versus a 2020 world, or if Chase didn't actually quit, he just took a leave of absence. I ain't figured that part out yet. What I'm trying to understand is, how does he get the call with his employee ID number and get flight information? Like, nowadays you can go online and get the same information, but this was before the internet. This was before all of that. Like, you had to call and get flight information. So he was using his ID number to get a little more get some behind the scenes stuff. And I'm thinking, how you get to do that? Because I know your employee ID number it shouldn't be any good anymore. I mean, I've been at jobs where, hell, my email stopped working before my last day was over. I said, shit, I'm still here. Like, I put in my 2 weeks notice, but I get off at 5. It is 4:44. Why is my email not working anymore? But he can still use his employee ID number 6 months later. Child. Anyway. Next thing you know, they can't find her. They said, we don't have her on no flight. She ain't on nobody's manifest. And he was like, are you sure? And they were like, are you sure that we sure? And he said, I mean, people can make mistakes. Things happen. Shit happens sometimes. It is what it is sometimes. Honey, next thing you know, who's at the door? Miss Lana Turner, a.k.a. Jacqueline herself, looking good in her make, honey. Poor Maggie still got on her bathrobe and curlers in her hair. Makeup is half done. Vicky got a towel around her head in her bathrobe. And they all looking crazy. Look, Chase told y'all don't be tripping. Don't be tripping off his mama. Now, up to Falcon Crest, Lanston came in and let Angela know. And Angela is immediately shooketh. Because Angela wants to know why she there. Angela said, I don't know why Jacqueline is here, but I need to figure it out, and I need to figure it out soon. I need to figure it out quickly, and I need to get her the hell out of here. I ran her ass off once, and I'm going to run her ass off again. I don't know why she's here. So, She sends a little gift basket down, and she gets Lance to take the gift basket down, honey. And she called herself, trying to be hospitable. And I said, Angela, you always on some bullshit. So Chase is trying to figure out, he was out doing whatever Chase is doing. He went to the airport looking for her. She wasn't there because, of course, she was already at the house. And again, it's before cell phones. Nobody could call him and say, Chase, bring your ass back. Your mama here. So we just had to wait for him to show up. And, of course, they had a nice little reunion and everything, But the question is, why is Jacqueline here? How long is she staying? And what's going to happen in the meantime and in between time? Now, we see that Vicky is totally taken with her grandmother. She loves the elegance of her grandmother. She loves the money of her grandmother. She loves the whole package. Like, I don't think it was a materialistic thing. I think she just really, because she hadn't spent a lot of time with her grandmother, and I think she really was just caught up in the whole thing. And you see that she's totally caught up on the whole French vibe and the fact that she's so worldly and she travels. Like, she's her little lap dog, for the time she's there. And that'll be important later. That's why I brought that up. So Jacqueline sits down with Chase and with Maggie, and they're going through the Bible, that little book that they found a couple of episodes ago. And Chase is showing her the stuff that his dad wrote and the different things that they found. And he's kind of getting some information from her. And she's telling him, she said, listen, let me tell you something. Angela is not going to be happy until you're gone. Like, she's not going to rest until she has run you out of town. So let's just go ahead and keep this real easy breezy. Go on and sell to Angela and come with me. I got you. But I just don't want to see Angela destroy you. Her biggest fear is that Angela destroyed Jason, and she doesn't want to see Chase get destroyed like Jason was destroyed. And I can understand that. I can understand her fear. I mean, that's her son, and she knows what went down between her and Jason and Angela. And of course Maggie is tripping because Maggie is on edge because, again, like I said, she doesn't have the best relationship. But again, I don't feel like they dislike each other. I just feel like it's a little So then we see the who is excited that Jacqueline is back? The damn Emma child. The damn Emma. She is so excited to see her back that she is hold on. That she is imitating, she's got her fall fashions, her French fashions, I should say, not fall fashions, her French fashions and everything. And of course, Angela ain't here for it. Angela was like, if you don't go sit your ass down and stop worrying about a woman that I don't like. And the next morning, Jacqueline is at Jason's grave. I'm paying her respects. And who comes rolling up is Emma. And Emma introduces herself, and she starts a conversation with Jacqueline. And Jacqueline is giving Emma the side eye because, the last time she saw Emma was probably a little girl. If Emma was even born. Yeah, she would have been born. But she was a little girl, so she don't know Emma a little touched, So she kind of giving her the side eye like, did Angela see you? And then I think she picked up on the fact that Emma was a little. But what Emma say? Emma said, Jason was so peaceful when he died. Jacqueline said, oh, really? Tell me more. And of course, just as soon as Emma about to spill some beans, who come rolling up? Angela. Honey, and then we have it. Angela and Jacqueline have their little moment. And neither one of them back down. I'm giving credit. Neither one of them women back down. Angela was throwing her little quips at Jacqueline, and Jacqueline was throwing her little quips at Angela. And she told Angela, she said, listen, you destroyed that man. Jason spoke different languages, and he was very intelligent, and he traveled the world, and he did this, and he did that. And you reduced him to, like, you took his soul. And she said, Jacqueline, you don't know what you're talking about. After you left, he became a drunk. And if you were so worried about how I was treating him, you could came back and checked on him. Or you just didn't have to leave. And she was like, I had to leave. Why did you have to leave? I don't know why you had to leave. And she said, listen, Jason became a drunk He ran off the damn side of a damn cliff, okay? That's what happens to drunks. That's what they do. And she said, I don't know. Emma said something about him dying peacefully. How Emma know what he looked like when he died? How does Emma know? And they just kind of, next thing you know, Chase come rolling up and was like, Mother, come on back to the house. I said, So, then we have Angela calls herself going to invite Jacqueline up for dinner. Jacqueline said, why don't y'all come down here? We ain't got to come up there. Y'all come down here. So they all come down. She gets it catered and everything. So it's all very formal and everything. And honey, it was a total disaster, child. The whole thing was a disaster. Okay. Jacqueline and Angela are snapping back and forth at each other. And Angela ends up getting up and leaving like, listen, I don't even need this bullshit. And Jacqueline follows her out. And Jacqueline was like, listen, my son, like, you won't destroy my son. Like, you're not going to do to my son what you did to Jason. Just so you know that I am his mother and I have his back. And it ain't going down like that. And Angela was like, I don't even know what the hell you talking about. Like, whatever, he family. And, I offered to buy him out. I don't know why he won't take my offer, but it is what it is. Like, he don't belong here. You don't belong here. Falcon Crest belongs to the people that develop the land. And, basically, Chase ain't put no work in. Like, he don't deserve to come through here. And he don't deserve to have no parts of Falcon Crest because he ain't put no work in. It belongs to me. And Jacqueline was like, see, that's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I'm talking about right there. And Angela even did, I forgot this part, Angela did some recognizance for her and found out that she got money. Like, it ain't play money. Like, she on her fourth husband, honey, and all of her husbands had money. She owns vineyards in France and everything. And Victoria overhears, Jacqueline offering that to Chase, saying, listen, just come to France. I'll give you some vineyards. Like, if you want to work vineyards, you want to work the land, just go. She said, I just hate to see you in this situation. I really don't want to see you dealing with Angie because I already know how ruthless she is. I already know how she played. And at the end of the day, you can't win. Like, you just can't win. Like, come to France, and I got you. If this is what you want to do. And, of course, Chase was like, nah, we good. But Victoria has decided that she's going to move with her. She's going to move with her grandmother. And she was like, I don't know why Dad, insists on living here and dealing with Angie when we could go and be living, be rich over in France and living in the lap of luxury. Like, I'm going with grandmother. And Cole has a conversation with her. And Cole says, listen, go ahead and go to France. Like, you clearly hate it here. You clearly don't want to be here. So, that's what's going to make you happy. Go ahead and go to France. But then she has a conversation with her father, and her father breaks it down for her why living on that land is so important to him and why maintaining the land is so important. And he explains to her what his plans are, and he knows that he's the underdog, and he knows that Angie, got some shit with her. Like, he's not naive to any of that. But at the end of the day, he's like, listen, I have to do what I have to do, and this is what the legacy I want to leave my family. Child. When it's time to go, honey, Jacqueline packing up, Chase tells her no. And she says, well, if you need any money or anything, he's like, nah, we good. And then see, now if I was Maggie, I'd have been behind Chase going, write a check. We need money. Write a check. Because, they were struggling for a little bit. And, but Victoria ultimately decided not to go. Grandmother was like, listen, as soon as you, come on, we'll get you enrolled in school. We'll get you straight, all of that. But Victoria decides to stay. Although, in my mind, I was hoping this was the episode where she left. Because I know she doesn't stay. I don't think Victoria is around season 2. She disappears. I don't know how they wrote her off the show. But I'm almost certain, don't quote me, y'all, but I'm almost certain we don't see Victoria in season 2. I think she's like the sibling that goes back to New York or something shit. I don't know. But I thought this might be the episode where we would, she would be gone, but I can't be that lucky, child. I can't be that lucky. But ultimately, that's what it really boiled down to. Like, that's the gist of the episode, y'all. Y'all let me know. I hope I didn't forget nothing. I watched this episode a couple of days ago, so my memory's a little off. But let me know what y'all think. Drop it in those comments. Peace.